I'm going to show you today how to create a branded PDF. I like to do this in one of two ways. I'm sure there's other ways out there, but for me, these are the easiest ways to do it. And I always am looking for efficiency and ease of creating things. So I'm going to open up this window right here. All right. So this is in Canva. Now, Canva is probably the way you can make it the prettiest. It's going to maybe take a little bit longer to do because it doesn't have the main formatting of a Google Doc. So here you'll see I have a Canva one open, and then here is my Google Doc that I have. Now, to make it in Google Doc, it can be a lot easier to just create a branded PDF. Mostly, we're going to just make sure we're using our fonts, which you can upload to Google Docs if it's not already there. Most of you should be using a Google font anyway from your branding sessions. And so that will be the standard. So you can look up your Google font and make sure, have that all in here and make sure everything is the right font. You can also choose to brand it using colors. So in this instance, we have Connie's color, and it's not quite, it's probably more like this orange if I wanted to make it an orange there. And so it just kind of depends on how much of it you want to design to be branded and how much not. For easiness sake, what I like doing is putting in a little watermark, either as a header or a footer, or you can even do both. So let me show you how to do that. If I am going to insert, let's see, right down here, headers and footers, I can do insert a header. What that does is that opens up this top space for me. And whatever I put up in this top space is going to carry over to every page of my document. So I have a workbook or something that will all be in the top space. Now I have gone up, I inserted an image and brought that image up. So let's see if I were to insert another image, upload from the computer, and go to my desktop, where I just organized everything. And so I have to remember where everything is. Okay, so there's my design that I wanted to bring in. Now, obviously, that makes that header's way too big. So I'm going to shrink it down. You can crop it if you go to image options. Here's my crop. I'm going to bring up and bring down, kind of make that nice and tight. All right, and then, so it's cropped in. The next thing I want to do is I want to make it so that I can move it around anywhere that I want. So let's see, I'm just going to get rid of, I'm not going to get rid of that because my other one just disappeared. Okay. So you want to make it, so here you want it to be behind text or in front of text. You'll see here, I'm having it be right there, right centered right there. And I usually, for something like a header, I'm going to do it behind the text. The next thing that you want to be able to do is if you click image options, you're going to go down to adjustments. This is how opaque or see-through your image will be. So we want it, if it's a watermark, we want it to be, not the most obvious thing on the page, because that's not what the option of that's not what a watermark does. So you can make it as opaque as you want. If you want to put it like in your entire background, you could go super opaque. This one was set at about 30%. So that means it's going to let whatever's behind it kind of shine through. If I want to check out what the header is, I'm still in header option here. I'm going to double click on the main document and it's going to show me. If I want to go back to the header, I double click on the header and it opens up the header option. Also, and you can see that's just going to come through. If I move this down on this page, it's going to move down on every page. This is also where we can insert a footer if we would like. Oops, not a header. Undo. Insert our footer. Okay, so now we're down here. Again, we can do it different on a first page. There's lots of options. We can do numbers. We can do, you can format it certain ways. So if we just did page numbers, start at 1, apply, show on the first page, we can choose how we want that to look. There's all kinds of things that we can do with a footer and with a header. So I'm going to, for the sake of this, I am going to not put a footer in there. Okay, so let's go back over to Canva. when you are creating something that you want to be able to have printed in Canva, it's really important that when you create your design, you don't do the dock. The dock is going to be as wide as the whatever it is you're typing on there and isn't going to have pages to it. So it's hard to see how it's going to format. So I recommend choosing, one of these 8.5 by 11-inch documents here and to create it in here. You'll see in this one, I have uploaded, I have added checklists, I have move that back to a box. So I have this is ready to go. So for me, the ways that I have branded this is I have made it so that it is Connie's font. Up here at the top, here's an orange line, and I just stuck the orange line on there. I just inserted a line, and you'll see that I put this little teeny, here's my little watermarked footer right here on the bottom. And this one doesn't have, it's a little bit different one. I pulled it from our branding on the side. So this one is kind of more of a gray, but I can move this around. I can, change this. We've got the colors, you've got different things. You can title it if you want, but anything that you put, you just want to make sure it's going to look good inside the page. So if I want to zoom out a little, look at it, make sure it looks like I want it to. All right. Oh, this one must be in doc form. This is what I told you guys not to do. So you'll see that this one looks like I am still in the process of working on that one. Let me show you one that is already created that we can download as because we don't want to use the Google Doc. So here's my quiz. Okay, so here we go. So you can see here, now you can see where the page is, everything. I can move things around. I always put my little brand down in the bottom. That's just kind of how I do it, things in my own space. Move it around however you want, make it look good, put the checks in, all of that. Okay, so when I am ready, I'm going to go to share. I'm going to download, and I'm going to pick PDF standard or PDF print. PDF standard is going to be a smaller file, and PDF documents are generally pretty big, and so we're just going to click PDF standard, and I'm going to download it, and it's just going to download it into one document. I'll just do it to show you. So when somebody opens it up, whatever it is that they use for PDF on their computer, I'm using a PC, and I choose to use Google's PDF viewer. So this is what it's going to look like for them. And again, then they have options downloading black and white, things like that. Okay, going back over to here, when I am ready and I am done with, when I'm done with this and it's looking the way I want it to look, I'm going to come over to File, and I am going to also download this one. And when you click download, you're going to have some different options. We are going to choose PDF document. You can see that's downloaded now. And when I upload it to my Funnel Breezy course or whatever the course is, it's going to upload nice and easy, and it's going to look really slick. So it's going to look like it's just like a professional document, just like we saw in the other option. So again, go over to here, go to download PDF document. If you are sharing this in like as something that's a free thing or whatever, and you want to have them be able to access it from a Google Drive, then you would upload it back into your Google Drive and then share it that way. So let me know if you have any questions on this. It's pretty easy. You don't have to go all out to make branding. One of the mistakes I made early on was feeling like I needed to like make things when I branded things, like really brand it. Like it was like crazy branded and a little too much, not enough white space. The fonts were too big or too hard to read. So make it easy for them, and make it so it looks like something that you would want to download and to look at. If you have any other questions, let me know. We'll see you in the next video.